Nationwide Arena in Columbus, home of the National Hockey League's Columbus Blue Jackets. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kent Jacobs. Welcome once again to Beaver Creek Battling Beavers Hockey. The Beavers coming off just their second loss of the season the other night as they fell 4-1 to the Olentangy Braves. That game was played on Sunday evening up at the Chiller Rink in Springfield. The Gahanna Lincoln Lions come in at 14-6-3. They're coached by Kevin Schodorf. Assistant coaches are Tyler Murphy and Will Reimer. The Beavers coming in at 18 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. And they're coached by Greg Gutterman, assistant coaches Cam Quick, Brad Lloyd, and Eric Baskin. The Beavers are in their white sweaters, black trunks. Starting goalie for the Beavers, Ian Champagne, while for the Gahanna Lincoln Lions, they're in the navy blue uniforms with gold trim. And Matt Lesseberg is their starting goalie. Puck is dropped, we're underway. From Ohio's capital city, Ian Phillips, quick shot, and the save made by Champagne. Rebound is tipped wide. Back come the Beavers the other way, moving right to left in this opening period. There's a shot that's slipped wide of the far post in the Lions zone. Riley Hansen fighting for it. It's shot to neutral ice by the Lions. Here's Ian Phillips. He drops the puck back into his own end now for Drew Perry. Drew Perry pass at center ice for Trey Martin. He'll dump in behind the Beaver net. There's a centering pass, a shot, a pad save, and the rebound is carried out by the Beavers. At center ice, working into the line zone is Alex Elsner. Alex tipped behind the Gahanna Lincoln net. Now the Lions take control. Here's a pass intercepted. And then it's taken right back by Trey Martin of the Lions. Loose puck in the Beaver zone. Tipped to the line. It's held in there by Drew Perry. Perry shoots behind the net. Now into the near corner of the Beaver Creek zone to our right. There's a quick shot by Nolan Lehman that's blocked. After it, Owen Huff. Owen Huff, he's being shadowed there by Drew Perry and pinned to the end boards behind the Lions net. We're playing 15-minute periods for high school hockey. 2 minutes in, no score. Loose puck, Joey Donahue steals it, flips it back in. Back is Nolan Lehman for Gahanna Lincoln. Pass at center, gets past everybody, and that'll be an icing violation on the Lions. So the Beavers' 2 losses in the season coming in within a couple of weeks of each other to out-of-town teams. Strongsville 2 weeks ago, and then Olentangy, a suburb of Columbus, last Sunday. From the face-off, David Van Hoos bangs it along to the far side for the Lions. Tip to center. Beavers will shoot right back in. There's Ian Phillips. He gets past a check. Carries in the Beaver zone. He's tied up by Henson. Ian Phillips picks it back up, centers. Tips right in front, and the loose puck in the Beaver crease is smothered by Champagne, and he'll hold on to it. 12:17 to go, first period. Coming on for the Beavers now, we've got Compton and Graham on the ice now for the Beavers, along with Elsner. Beavers falls down right in front. It's tipped along the near boards. Van Hoos for Gahanna. Leaves it for Highland, Nate Highland. Back for Van Hoos, right point. Van Hoos poke checked away to center. Trying to get a hold of it for the Beavers was Joe Martin. Marty unable to take it away. Back come the Lions. Strays back to center ice. There might be a couple of Lion players I'm unable to identify because their coach sent me a screenshot of their roster before the game, but part of it was cut off. So there are a few guys that I may not be able to identify. Clock stopped, 11:20 to go. First period, no score. Alex Elsner will take the draw for the Beavers. Donahue tried to hold it in. Now it comes back to the point. Puck flipped on a backhander toward the slot, and that's broken up and cleared away to neutral ice. Riley Hansen, the Cobra, into the Beaver zone. Puck slides off his stick. Elsner, a shot! And it's wide. From the carom of the end boards, the Lions shoot the puck all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Here's Jack Richards. He'll slide it into this near corner in the Beaver zone. Riley Hansen picks it up. Hansen flips to center for Joey Donahue. Donahue, the big rig, looking to make a play. Slips it in the left wing circle. Centering pass and lunging out of the crease was Matt Lesseberg, the starting goalie for the Lions. He smothers the puck, and with 10:24 to go in the period, we'll have a face-off. Lions win it. Puck flipped near side. Shoveled to center ice. Picking it up, Benny Horig, H-O-E-R-I-G. His pass picked off by Owen Huff. Here's Owen Huff into the Lions zone. He gets around a check from Nolan Lehman. Centers the puck, but right to a Lincoln player, and he clears it all the way down, and Champagne will let it slip past him for icing against Gahanna. Clock stop with 9:54. It'll be a very nice day, a great occasion for everybody here associated with the Beaver program. We have this game, which is very exciting for the players to be involved with here at a National Hockey League rink. And following this game, everybody's going to go out to eat, and then everybody will recongregate here at Nationwide for tonight's NHL game between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Washington Capitals at 7 o'clock. So, fun day for everybody involved. Back come the Beavers, moving right to left. It's Riley Hansen, top of the slot. A shot, pad save by Leesburg. Rebound is still live and is cleared all the way down, and icing against the Lions. The Lions come in to this week ranked 31st out of 72 Ohio High School Athletic Association hockey teams. The Beavers right behind them at 33rd. So based on the rankings, here's Hansen, a shot blocked, and it's cleared. Now breaking out with it is Sam Heckathorn, but he's tied up nicely by the Secretary of Defense, Carson Cox, before he could break in on the Beaver net. Puck cleared, so according to the rankings, this should wind up to be a very tightly played contest. One of the Beavers lost his stick. Now that's picked up by Isaac Graham. Beavers ice the puck and will take a face-off back the other way with 8:26 to go. Only a couple of decent scoring chances so far for either team. how were your shots so far? From the face-off in the Beaver zone. Back they come. Here's a pass that was for Donahue and a little bit too far in front of him, and he couldn't corral it. There's a pass picked off by the Lions. That's number 91. That's one of the players that I don't have on my roster. His shot is right in on Champagne. He'll smother it. So 91, he is going to be a mystery player today. Face off, Heckathorn lost the puck. Joey Donahue after it in the corner along with Carson Cox. Digging after it, Jack Pabst. But Donahue flips it to center ice. Beavers trying to come back. It's tipped away and shot back by Vujakula of Gahanna. Fighting for it is Riley Hansen. Hansen to Elsner. Here comes the A-train. Drop pass, Hansen fires, save, rebound is loose in front. They score! Elsner and Hansen hook up, and the Beavers lead it 1-0. And let's see, although I think, that goal is by the rig. Joey Donahue. So Donahue got the tip in front. At least that's what it looks like. They're not announcing the goals and assists. So since Joey was in front of the handshake line, I will assume he made the tip that scored. So Donahue the goal unofficially. And the Beavers lead it 1-0. There's a shot by Hansen, but the play is offside. 7:07. We're midway through this first period, with the Beavers leading it 1-0. Face off in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. It's going to be Owen Huff, who's been taking a lot of face-offs, against Tony Dejanoff. There's a shot, pad save, Champagne. Rebound, cleared to center. Here's Marty, Joe Martin. Carries into the Lincoln zone. Then he got poke checked away. Puck cleared, not out, held in by Hansen. His shot is wide of the far post. Loose puck, Martin. Now it's tipped in front. Here's a shot that's blocked by the Lions on defense. Hansen behind the net is tied up. Loose puck, Huff. He spins and shoots, and it's off a stick wide. Lions trying to clear it out of their own end. It's held in by Hansen, side of the net. Riley Hansen. And before he could pull the trigger, it's cleared away by the Lions. After it, in their Beaver zone, Heckathorn. His shot is wide. Sam Heckathorn. There's a couple of Heckathorns on this Lincoln team. Stuart Heckathorn and Sam Heckathorn. I assume those are brothers. There's Carson Cox, a shot for the Beavers, and the stick save made by Matt Leesberg. And he'll smother the rebound. 5:57 to go in the period. Now, when we play games in Kettering and Springfield and Centerville, they do not resurface the ice between the first and second periods. They only do it after the second, but I don't know what they're going to do here. Puck stolen, shot, pad save by Champagne. Rebound by Benny Horrig is wide. Lions lost control of the puck. The Beavers at center. It's Alex Elsner trying to chase it down. Alex, he'll flip it over for Donahue on left wing. He pulls the trigger, steered aside to the corner by the big paddle stick of Matt Leesberg. Donahue centers, but no one gets a stick on it. Here's a one-timer shot by J.J. Lehman, and it's tipped wide. Ian Phillips picks it up for the Lions. For Horig, and he'll just turn it into the Beaver zone, then head off on a line change. Puck stolen away by Richards, a shot, save, rebound, tipped wide by the Lions. Oh, they had an open net. That was Joey Mishnowitz, who had an open net on a tip, but it was wide of the near post. Isaac Graham for the Beavers trying to carry out. He's checked, and we've got a hooking minor coming up against. Let's see who heads off. Penalties on Gahanna Lincoln's number 13, Jack Richards, the young man who almost scored a couple of moments ago on that rebound tip that was wide of the net. Here is Elsner from the draw. Shot, that's blocked in front. Elsner chipping at it along with Donahue, fighting with David Van Hoos in the corner. Puck comes free to Hansen, left point. Elsner, left wing circle. Back for Hansen. One-time shot by Elsner, and he partially fanned it wide, and then it's cleared to neutral ice. A minute and a half left in the Beaver man advantage. Here is the Cobra. Riley Hansen, he'll spin around. Moves into the slot, and he lost the handle. It comes in on net and on goal. That is a shot, but Hansen had lost control of the puck, but Leesburg will cover it up. 3:54 left in period number one, a minute 19 left in the Beaver power play. Face off right wing circle of the Lion zone. Cox. Elsner.
Thank you.
There's Donahue, a shot is wide of the far post from the base of the left wing circle. Puck rimmed around here to this near side wall. Huff into the corner for Donahue. Pass to the side of the net. There's Hansen, left wing circle. And there's Donahue trying to get a tip on it. And he does. He tries to stuff it in at the near post, but Leesburg able to cover it up. 3:19 to go in the period, 44 seconds left in the Beaver power play. Face off, that is going to be Highland for Gahanna. Now here's Elsner moving in, fires! And the save made by Leesburg. He went down in the butterfly, pinning his knees together and hitting the ice to make sure the puck didn't get through the wickets. Highland against Hansen from the face-off. The Lions are able to clear the puck. Out of the net, Champagne in the Beaver zone. He'll set it up for teammate and team co-captain Carson Cox. Cox, head manning, Hansen, rink-wide pass. Elsner into the Lion zone, left wing circle. Elsner circles around, shot, blocked on defense. Hansen holds in left point. Riley Hansen drop pass Elsner. Left wing circle, Hansen, shot, and that's off the shoulder of Matt Leesburg. From the rebound, Elsner chips it ahead. Here's Cox. His shot is blocked. Beavers still have it. Pass for Graham. It gets past him down the ice. It's a foot race, and Graham is able to beat Highland to the puck. Now back is Elsner into the Lion zone for Donahue, and the puck rolled off his stick as he tried to pull the trigger on a shot. Long pass at center to Tony Dejanoff. Dejanoff, and his shot is wide. The Lions trying to score shorthanded. Now the penalty's been killed off, so both teams at full strength. There's a one-time shot by Drew Perry that's blocked. Puck caroms all the way back into the Lion zone. Pass at center intercepted by Joe Martin of Beaver Creek. Martin sidesteps a check, Flips it ahead. And back is Drew Perry for the Lions. His pass at center is shot back in by the Beavers. Now the Lions come back with it. Benny Horrig. Horrig, left wing circle, checked by Martin. Loose puck cleared, not out. Held in. After it, David Van Hoos. He shoots behind the net, side of the cage, and Champagne will cover it up. 1-0 Beaver Creek, 1:05 left in the period. A goal by Joey Donahue has given the Beavers an early lead. Face off in the right wing circle of the Lion zone. Loose puck picked up by Newroth, and Chase Newroth will shoot to center. Newroth gets it back. It's handed right back to him by the Lions. His centering pass was for Donahue, but it's taken away, and there's a big check at the other end by Cox on Heckathorn. And the Beavers come back. Half a minute left in the period. Hansen drops it off, but it's intercepted, but we've got a whistle, and got a penalty on Gahanna Lincoln. It is on Sam Heckathorn. What was the penalty, Lance? I didn't see him signal. Interference. Oh, interference? Thanks. Okay, so interference on Sam Heckathorn. His brother Stuart is one of the netminders for the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. So the Beavers 0 for 1 on the power play. They get another shot at it. There's 29.5 seconds left in the first period. Again, I do not know if they're going to resurface the ice or not after the first. Hansen wins the draw in the Lion zone. Here's a one-timer by Donahue, and he smashes one wide. Here is Elsner, right wing circle. Flips it in front, and it's deflected away. Lions clear it. After it for the Beavers is Carson Cox. 10 seconds left in the first period. One more rush. Here is Hansen, the Cobra, moving in. A shot as he hits the ice, and the save made by Leesburg, and then a whistle with 2 seconds left. The net came loose. Okay. So we've got 2.5 seconds to go. Chance for the Beavers to win a face-off and get a shot. From the draw, Donahue fires, and after it was Lehman on a rebound right at the buzzer. Leesburg keeps it out. And after one period at Nationwide Arena, the Beaver Creek Beavers won, and the Gahanna Lincoln Lions nothing. And again, we will see. It looks like they are not going to resurface the ice, so we should be right back at it here in a minute. The Beavers will have 1:31 seconds of a power play. Any chats?
Yes, you've got.
Let's see.
Mom is watching. She's got it on.
Jay Haney says, good to go. Jill Martin says, go Creek, varsity hockey. Jill says they have us on at the office. Thanks for what you do. Thanks, Jill. That's very nice. Hope's a ring. Good afternoon to all. Go Creek. Bethany Manley says, go Creek. So does Nicole Hussong. Jay Haney says, yoo-hoo. Nicely done, boys. Thanks very much. It's always nice to converse with everybody on our live messaging on YouTube. If you want to say hi or...
At her office too.
Huh?
Dixie's got it on at her office too. Eskimo.
Oh, the Eskimo. I was wondering, where is Eskimo Dixie? She's watching at her office?
Yeah.
Okay. So, greetings to our production assistant in absentia, Eskimo Dixie. Puck drop for the second period. Beavers moving left to right in this frame. They have a minute 15 left of the power play, leading 1-0. Puck shoveled in by Cam Burns. Back to get it. David Van Hoos of the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. They're in all, I said navy blue earlier. They're black, I think. Black uniforms with gold trim. Beavers in the white sweaters and the black trunks with white and orange trim. Flipped pass to center ice for Burns off his stick. And the puck is cleared away. So the Beavers, to start the period, haven't been able to get much going on in this power play. There's a pass at center that's picked off. Here's Vahukula, and I'm mispronouncing that name for the Lions. There's an icing. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm sure Coach Gutterman not happy about this power play. 22 seconds left in it, but a cardinal error on a power play to ice the puck, because then it causes a face-off all the way back in your own end and just kills that much more time. Cam Clements into the game. He's going to take this face-off from the draw. Shot on the Beaver goal by one of our unidentified players, number 73, which I don't have. And the save made by Champagne. What was the shots first period? What do you got, Cherie? 11-5 Beaver Creek. 11-5 Beaver Creek shots on net unofficially so far. Just 5 seconds left in what was a benign power play by the Beavers. That was very, I'm sure Coach Gutterman not happy with the administration of that power play. Back come the Lions. Brody Phillips in the corner. He moves it off to the far side. There's a shot, pad save by Champagne. Rebound cleared along this near wall. Lions hold it in. Here's Brody Phillips. Shot, and Champagne will cover up that one.
Yeah. I think he needs that power play to give some JV guys some ice time.
Oh, okay.
Because you got Cam down there.
Yeah. So we're a minute 59 into this second period. Jack Richards takes the draw. Beavers win it. Here comes Hansen. Racing across center on the right wing. Into the Lion zone. Shot, save made by Leesburg. And he'll hold on to it. I think that's still, is that still Leesburg? Yeah, right. Matt Leesburg, Leesseberg. And our engineer, Sir Lancelot, pointed out there were a lot of JV players on that last power play. There's a shot by Cox, steered aside by Leesburg. So Coach Gutterman getting some of the JV players in. There's a centering pass for Donahue and off his stick. The rig had an opening on this near side. There's another shot by Donahue. That's tipped wide. Loose puck in front. Leesburg out of the net. A shot. Oh, he kept it out somehow. My goodness gracious. I don't know if Leesburg got a piece of that or not, but he dove across the goal mouth and kept the puck out. Beavers still leading at 1-0. 3 minutes into period number 2. Puck cleared back in the Beaver zone. Back is Elsner. Sidesteps one of the Lions into the Gahanna Lincoln zone, fighting off a check. Loses the puck, and it's cleared back to the center red line. Beavers clear it in offside. They have to get out of the attacking zone. Here is Drew Perry. Perry, a pass at center ice for Tony Dejanoff. Here's shot, stick save by Champagne. Rebound still behind the net. It's centered, and it's shot wide by Mishnowitz of Gahanna Lincoln. Puck dumped in by Neuroth. Out of the net, Leesburg, and we've got a whistle. And we've got a penalty coming up against Gahanna Lincoln, Trey Martin, for hooking. So the Beavers 0 for 2 on the power play so far. They get another opportunity with 11:19 to go in the second. So Trey Martin in the cooler for a couple of minutes for the Lions. Face off in the Gahanna Lincoln zone. Here is Elsner. Elsner. There's a shot by Martin. Save made by Leesburg, and he covers it up with Donahue trying to jam it in. And Leesburg, he's played very well. He gave up the goal in the first period. A rebound by Donahue out of traffic in front of the net. There's a shot, save, and Leesburg will hold it. So the Beavers putting on a lot of pressure on this man advantage. Still 1:43 left in that power play. Backhand shot by Martin, blocked by Nick Vajuklia. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that name. Vujaklua is what I've looked on their roster. Here's Alex Elsner. Gets around Phillips behind the net. Elsner centers for a tip by Donahue on a backdoor feed, and his backhand tip is wide, and it's cleared away by the Lions. A minute left in the power play chance. Here comes Donahue. The rig gives it off to Elsner. Here is Elsner moving in front, and the puck rolled off his stick, and it gets cleared away. Back is Carson Cox. Cox, pass it center to Huff. It's taken away by Phillips, Brody Phillips. He clears back to the Beaver line. Here is Carson Cox. He chips it ahead. Lions trying to hold it in. Beavers steal it back. Here comes the big rig, Diesel Donahue. Moving inside of the net, now around the net, trying for a wraparound. Shot! They score! Great pass by Donahue. And Owen Huff with the goal. So a great setup by Donahue, and Owen Huff slams one in, and the Beavers now lead it 2-0. That's a power play goal, so the Beavers now 1 out of 3 on the man advantage. So the Beavers up 2-0. There's a shot wide by Nick Highland of Gahanna. Puck fought for along that far wall. Here's a pass that tips behind the net, picked up by Cox. His pass to Martin is deflected and stolen. There's a shot, save, rebound save. Ian Phillips trying to score for the Lions. Back for the Beavers, J.J. Lehman, he'll dump it in. Karam's off the dasher board corner, back to the opposite corner on the far side. Here's a shot blocked. Puck loose in front, a shot. Martin, ooh, he lost, couldn't quite get the handle on it. Joe Martin had a chance on the open net on this side. Martin gets it back. Calling for the puck is Lehman at the point, but it gets taken away by the Lions and stolen right back, then stolen back again. Here is Owen Huff. His shot steered aside by Leesburg. Carson Cox trying to hold it in. It gets poked away to center. And the Lions will dump it in. And they'll change on the fly. 8 minutes left in period number 2. Beavers in white. Here's leading 1-0. A shot and a save made by Champagne as Benny Horrig stole a puck in the Beaver zone and got a good scoring chance. Racing after it, the 8 train, Alex Elsner. Almost caught up to it. Lions come back, however. On left wing into the Beaver zone. Brody Phillips, or check that. That's Jack Richards. Back to the point, and Phillips a shot, and Champagne the save, and Ian will hold on to it. So we're midway through this second period. It means we're midway through the contest with the Beavers up 2-0. When he got shots unofficially, Cherie? 18-10 Beaver Creek. That's unofficial. Left wing circle face-off, Beaver zone. Lions win it. Trey Martin had it. He's ridden into the near boards. Elsner came away with it, and then we had a whistle, and Alex Elsner says, hey, what'd you stop me for? He was trying to race down the ice with the puck. We've got a penalty on Carson Cox. Oh. So both teams are changing goalies. Okay. Chad DeYoung in for Beaver Creek and Stuart Heckathorn in for Gahanna Lincoln.
Who scored the first goal?
Donahue. Yeah. At least we think. So Carson Cox in for 2 minutes. From the draw, the Beavers trying to clear it. Lehman, he's pinned to the boards. Horrig holds it in. Rink-wide pass, Martin. And a puck stolen away by Riley Hansen. He's in the clear. The Cobra shoots. He scores! Riley Hansen, a short-handed goal. And the Beavers lead it 3-0. Well, an electrifying goal by the Beavers. Now Alex Elsner from the draw at center shoots it wide. Back is Nick Vahujula. I am killing that poor boy's name, and here come the Lions the other way. Here's moving into the slot area, Ian Phillips, but the puck came off of his stick before he could get a shot. 1:10 power play left for the Lions. Here's a pass to the left point. Now back for Vojuklia, and he swings and misses on a one-time chance. Loose puck right in the Lion zone, now picked up by Ian Phillips. Give and go now to Brody Phillips into the Beaver zone. Phillips pass for Van Hoos, but behind him. Puck still right at the Beaver line, and then the Beavers clear it out. Here's Elsner one-on-one the other way. Kicks it in front. All alone in front! And the save made by Heckathorn as he kept what could have been a disastrous second shorthanded goal for the Beavers out of the net. Great effort by Elsner. He was about to be tied up by one of the lines, but he literally kicked the puck ahead and then caught up to it and had a good scoring chance. There's a shot wide by Hansen. Lions come back. They're on a power play for 20 seconds. Rink-wide pass. Now Dejanov tried to move it in front, but the Beavers cleared away, and that's going to kill off this penalty. So back come the Lions. Puck almost picked off by Cox, and then Newroth will dump it in. Back is Benny Horrig of Gahanna Lincoln. Beavers leading at 3-0, 5 minutes left in the second period. Cox out of the box, tips it ahead. Loose puck at center. Back to the Lions line, played by Phillips. Pass at center for Benny Horig. He'll dump it in the Beaver zone behind the net. DeYoung will wrap it around far side. Again, both teams changed goalies midway through the game. Now it's Chad DeYoung, D-E-J-O-N-G, for Beaver Creek, and Stuart Heckathorn for the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. Puck fought for in the near corner of the Beaver zone. There's Lehman. There's Martin. 3 Beavers have 2 Lions pinned to these corner boards. Now it flips up high. Owen Huff was in that fray as well. Beavers clear not out. Held in by Phillips. Shot and a save made by DeYoung. Rebound is iced the other way, and there will be a face-off in the Beaver Creek zone. 3:59 to go in the second, and I assume they will resurface the ice after the second period. We'll see. You can see the big star in the center circle with the Ohio flag wrapped around it. The logo of the Columbus Blue Jackets of the National Hockey League. Quite an experience for these high school players to be out here. There will be 2 NHL teams playing on this surface just hours from now. Puck held in by Cox, and he sweeps a wrist shot in that Heckathorn will steer aside. Now here's Donahue, centers Elsner! He scores! Another great pass by Donahue in for Elsner. The A-Train scores, and the Beavers lead it now 4-0. That's a couple of really nice setups that Donahue has put together. Well, what a second period for the Beavers. They led 1-0 after 1, but they've piled on 3 more here in the second. Brody Phillips in. Shot, pad save, DeYoung behind the net. Phillips, left wing circle Horig. Bangs it off the end wall to the opposite corner. Beavers clear. After it, Brody Phillips of the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. He'll flip it in to the Beaver zone. Puck chipped to center by Hansen. He's after it. Here comes the Cobra moving in, and he gets bumped off the puck. Nice defensive effort by which Lincoln player was that? That was Benny Horig. Nice defensive play to break up Riley Hansen a moment ago. Hansen, he'll flip it high right in. That's like a pop fly to an infielder. In and out of the mitt of Heckathorn. And back come the Lions. Stopping on left wing, Highland. Trying to center it. It's broken up by the Beavers. Riley Hansen and cleared. Here's Donahue in the clear. A shot and save made by Heckathorn. Big chance for the Diesel, and he almost cashes in. Here's a poke check nicely by Elsner, but back comes Ian Phillips into the Beaver zone. Phillips in the corner. Back to the point for Perry. Now to the near left wing wall. Several players prod at the puck. 1.5 minutes to go in the period. There's a centering pass. DeYoung the save as he had himself positioned very well, pinned to the near post. Beavers ice the puck. No icing waved off since they ruled David Van Hoos was in the area of the puck on its way down, so icing waved off. Here's Ian Phillips. The Lions, if they want to get back in this game, they really need to put one in before the end of the frame. There's a shot from Tony DeJean off. That's caught head high by DeYoung. Tony, T-O-N-I, Dejanov, D-E-J-A-N-O-V. Nice wrist shot. He had a lot of velocity on that. And a nice rising shot, but DeYoung was head high. And he catches it from the draw. Lehman clears not out. It's shot wide of the Beaver net. Now Trey Martin shoots it wide. Carson Cox trying to get it out. Cox, pass at center, catching up to it. Owen Huff into the Lion zone. Huff stops on right wing, tries to drop it back behind the net now. That's for Graham. Back to Huff, back to Graham. It's intercepted, cleared along the left wing wall. Now wrapped around the far side. After it for the Lions, Drew Perry. Perry clears not out. Beavers trying to hold it in, and now Tony DeJean clears it out, and then a shot pad save by Heckathorn. Just a few seconds left in the period. DeYoung will set the puck up, but Trey Martin unable to catch up to it for the Lions. And DeYoung will just hold on to the puck, and that's the end of period number 2, with the Beavers leading the Gahanna Lincoln Lions by a score of 4-0. And I don't know if they're going to resurface the ice or not. So far, it doesn't look like it. Any chats, Cherie?
I've been telling him some people missed some of the goals, so I wrote those in.
Oh. Carla Moore says, way to go, Alex. So does Krista Hunt. Jay Haney says, nicely done, boys. Keep it going. And Carla Moore says, that's my grandbaby, Alex Elsner. Woohoo, Alex. Jay Haney says, way to go, Alex and Joey. So, no, they are not going to resurface the ice. We're just going to head right back at it, folks.
They want to keep the Zambonis rested for tonight.
The Zambonis didn't need their rest, says Sir Lancelot. Maybe they have something going on after this game and they want to get it in and out, maybe. So that's going to make this game time go by pretty quick. What time is it?
2:22.
Oh, wow. So this game will be done before 3. It should be done by 2:45 probably. Wow. So both teams at full strength to start the third period. Well, I don't have to blab for 10 minutes. There's no resurfacing of the ice, so you won't have to listen to me flopping around, flopping my jaws for 10 minutes. We're right back at it. From the face-off to start the third period, Nolan Lehman carries across center. The Lions, if they want to get back in this game, they need to score post-haste. They trail it 4-0. Here's Vajukula, and Sir Lancelot says, no, we don't want that to happen. Trying to be a good journalist.
Oh, you're fine.
Although some announcers certainly are going to be homers. Going to be like Harry Carey.
Well, you certainly have a biased
Yeah. Here come the Lions the other way. Again, it's Vajukula. Boy, I should just call him Nicky V because I cannot pronounce his last name. V-U-L-A-K-L-U-A is what I saw on their roster. Here's a shot, and DeYoung the save. So we'll call him Nicky V. Clock stopped, 13:50 to play. And we've got Cam Clements taking this face-off. Lions win it. Shot in and out of the mitt of DeYoung. He makes a stop. Here's another shot. It might have been off the shoulder of DeYoung. Here's Nolan Lehman in the corner. Off of his stick, and the Beavers clear it. Again, and there was Kyle Compton thought he was had a penalty incurred against him. There's a shot wide of the Beaver net. Again, Ian Champagne started the game in goal for Beaver Creek. There's a high sticking penalty coming up against the Beavers. It looks like J.J. Lehman. So J.J. is going to head to the cooler for a couple of minutes.
Ice time right here.
What?
He's going to triple his ice time right here.
Oh. Hanson takes the face off. Now the Lions on a power play. There's a shot, and it's deflected wide. I'm not sure if DeYoung got a piece of that or not with his skate boot as he kicked out his left leg. And Ian Champagne started in net for the Beavers. DeYoung came in halfway through, puck cleared down the ice. Matt Leesburg started in goal for Gahanna Lincoln, and he was replaced midway through the game by Stuart Heckathorn. Coasting in is Nicky V. Shot wide. From the carom of the inboards off the dasher, Alex Elsner. He lost it. Puck picked up there in the right wing circle. Shot! Saved a young wraparound chance off his stick. That's Nate Highland. He drops it back to the point. There's a shot that's tipped wide. Highland again, a shot, and DeYoung has himself pinned down to the ice to make sure it doesn't sneak under his pads, and he keeps it out. 12:10 to play, 53 seconds left in the Beaver Creek minor penalty. High sticking to J.J. Lehman from the draw in the Beaver zone. It's Carson Cox. He's tied up. Hanson bumped off the puck. Sam Heckathorn, brother of the goalkeeper Stuart Heckathorn, wraps it around far side to Trey Martin. Trey Martin left point moving in. Pass over for Dejanoff, and there's a tip in front, and they score off the carom of the end boards. The shot was by Dejanoff at the point, and the tip as the puck came in front off the end boards by Sam Heckathorn. That's a power play goal for the Lions, and they are on the board now, trailing at 4-1. So that's a tough break for DeYoung and the Beavers as the puck just caroms, takes a friendly hop for the Lions right back in front, and here's Elsner moving in. His shot, and that's just wide of the near posts. Cox a shot wide from the left point. Beavers trying to get that goal back. 11:20 to play. Beavers up 4-1. Here's a pass up for Trey Martin into the Beaver zone. Martin, shot, and it's in and out of the mid of DeYoung, off to the near corner. Donahue clears, not out. Now he shovels it to center. After it, Donahue, but it's picked up for the Lions by Brody Phillips, but he's tied up. He's checked. Loose puck. Here comes the rig. Donahue trying to move in front. His shot. Save. Rebound is tipped wide by Elsner. Donahue and Elsner almost teaming up for a goal, but nice save by Heckathorn, and the rebound tipped wide. Elsner has it checked off his stick. Here's Van Hoos. He'll dump in the Beaver zone. 10.5 to go. Beavers in the white sweaters leading at 4-1. Drop past Lehman behind his own net. Pass at center for Austin Drawn. Drawn trying to pick the puck back up. It's poke checked away to the far boards in neutral ice. Here's Ian Phillips. He shovels the puck in front. There's a shot wide off the stick of Jack Richards of the Lions. Here come the Beavers the other way, kicking it ahead. Alex Elsner. Elsner into the Lion zone. Drop pass, shot, Martin! And the save made by Heckathorn. Joe Martin trying to score, and he had a good chance. We got chats. We'll catch up to him in a minute. Here's Owen Huff from his own face-off. Tried to get a shot, but Drew Perry takes it for Gahanna. He'll flip it to center. Now picking it up for the Lions, Nate Highland. Highland pass at center. Give and go into the Beaver zone to Nicky V, but it pops up over the glass. We'll have a face-off. What do we got? Producer Cherie, Nancy Jeske says, great opportunity for these players. Great job, Creek. Mimi Fortier says, go Creek, you got it on at work. Thanks, Mimi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Mimi? Fortier, okay. Oh, okay. I was saying Fortier. I'm getting real French.
That's okay. That's okay.
Carla Moore says, come on, defense. Who was the Beaver player that did he graduate last year or year before that had that French-looking name? I can't remember. I should, but if I'm getting old and losing my mind, I can't remember things. And I was pronouncing his name all season French. And right at the end of the season, his mom says, no, it's blah, blah, blah. And I was mispronouncing it all season long. It was one of our players. But face off, right wing circle of the Lions zone. Shot by Donahue, blocked as Elsner won the face off. Now the Lions clear out. Hanson after it. Hanson shadowed by Richards. Puck stolen away. There's a shot right on, and the save made by Chad DeYoung. 8:26 to go. Oh, what a fun time this has been. This game's going by so fast. Let's play a second. Let's have a doubleheader. Yeah. Face off. Donahue bangs it off the end wall. Now it's right back to him on the right wing side. Puck's tied up in the Beaver zone. Here's Benny Horrig trying to center it. It's deflected back to Donahue of Beaver Creek. He wraps it around now to Newroth. Chase Newroth lost it to teammate Carson Cox. He clears the zone. Now a shot from center ice and the save made by DeYoung. Pass it center to Elsner. 4-1 Beavers lead, 7:45 to go. Here is Riley Hanson into the Lions zone. Hanson, stick handling, now back to Cox, pass in front. After it is Elsner, but the puck picked up by Jack Pabst. He flipped it to center for the Lions, cleared right back in by Cox behind the Lion net. Brody Phillips, number 18, clears not out, held in by Hanson, or check that, Elsner. But then the puck volleyed back to the center red line. Team's just playing hot potato right now with it, back and forth. Pass at center ice for Tony Dejanoff. Checked by Carson Cox. Cox rams him into the boards. Wheels the puck around to the far side. Trying to shovel it ahead was Isaac Graham, but it's held in by the Lions and then finally cleared out by Cox. Lions take back over, 6:40 to play. Ian Phillips tried to touch pass ahead, but it's deflected right back to him. Been a great team effort all the way through this contest by the Beavers. Sam Heckathorn on right wing. Checked by Huff. and by Suda. Jake Suda, number 7. Pass to Graham, gets past him. It was behind him, and it goes all the way down behind the Lion net. 6 minutes to play. Jake Suda steals the puck. Centering pass. Graham, a shot, and it's off a stick, high and wide. Suda in the corner fighting for it with a couple of Lion players. And there's Owen Huff, a centering pass, but it was too high. It flew over the stick of Graham. Holding the puck in the other way is Heckathorn, but then he has it poke checked away. And 5.5 to go. Back for the Lions is Nicky V. He hands it off. Puck shot in on goal. Save made by DeYoung. After the rebound was Trey Martin, but couldn't get a shot on the rebound. Here's Joey Donahue. Donahue bangs it off the near wall to center ice. After it for Gahanna Lincoln, Drew Perry. And the Lions in all black with the yellow or gold trim. 5 minutes to play. Donahue pass at center. Carried in the Lincoln zone by Elsner. Puck off of his stick, and back come the Lions the other way, right to left. Or left to right. Oh, I know what direction I'm. Nicky V in the corner. He has it stripped away by Elsner. The A-train will flip it high to center ice, intended for Donahue, but it comes over to one of those unidentified players, 91. I don't have him on my roster. Holding the puck in is David Van Hoos. Here's a one-time chance by Jack Pabst, but he fanned on it. 4 minutes to go. Elsner trying to split the defense, but has it stripped away. Back come the Lions. And puck given right back to Austin Drawn of Beaver Creek. Austin will dump it in. Back is David Van Hoos for Gahanna Lincoln. Pass to Jack Pabst, as in Pabst Blue Ribbon. And he shovels it in. Back for the Beavers is J.J. Lehman. Wraps it around now, intended for Elsner. Puck squirts past him. A pass by Nolan Lehman is too far behind Dejanov. Back come the Beavers the other way. Into the Lion zone. Lehman, he knocks over one of the Lions players. Lehman, so it was Lehman against Lehman, both spelled Lehman. JJ knocked over Lehman, knocked over Nolan in a battle of Lehmans. We got 3 minutes to go. There's Nate Highland centering the puck, but it was too far behind Jack Pabst. Beavers leading at 4-1, just under 3 minutes to play. Drew Perry into the corner for Ian Phillips, but has it stolen by Elsner. Elsner with Huff, side of the net, and a shot, and it's stick save made by Heckathorn. Loose puck, Nate Highland for Gahanna Lincoln. Pass at center, in stride to Heckathorn, but then he gets it poke checked away by the Secretary of Defense, Carson Cox. Here's Marty Martin. He drops it off for Huff. Shot right on. Pad save made by Stuart Heckathorn, and Stu will smother the rebound. 2:13 to play. Any chats, Cherie? Face off right wing circle of the Lion zone. From the draw, Donahue shot off a stick up over the glass.
Starts with Chad Champagne.
Chad Champagne. Hey, Chad, what's going on? Goat Creek from Wasilla, Alaska again. Hey, Chad, nice talking to you. Hello to you and everybody up there in Alaska. From the face-off, shot, and a save made by Heckathorn. He spears that one knee high. Carla Moore says, go Alex, show us that Michigan goal. The executive producer There's a shot. Jeff Duford. We'll read what the executive producer has to say here in a moment. Puck cleared away. Jeff says, thanks to the production crew for bringing the game. Fun to watch. And without you, so many of us would miss it. Thanks, Jeff. He is the executive producer. Here is Donahue, a shot blocked on defense. A minute and a half to play. Carla Moore says, echoes what he said. And that was Jeff, our exec producer. Other way, centering pass. Tipped wide of the Beaver goal. That is Elsner. Elsner into the Lincoln zone. And the puck came off his stick before he could pull the trigger on a shot. Beavers have it at center ice. Skating back is Riley Hansen. The Beavers are going to win this one. 1 minute to play. Play offside at the Beaver blue line. Or check that at the Lincoln Lions blue line. 1:02 to go. Face off on the near spot outside the Gahanna zone. Owen Huff wins the face-off for Beaver Creek, and then the puck is chipped up over the glass into the seating area by Riley Hansen. So we'll redo the face-off on the same spot. Lions win the draw this time. Puck volleyed around at center ice. Here's Owen Huff for the Beavers. Into the Lion zone, centering pass. In front, Martin, but he couldn't pull the trigger. There's a shot by, I think, Martin. Or check that by Cox. And that was a save made by Heckathorn. 28 seconds left. Here come the Lions. They're down 4-1. They're going to try to make it a little bit more respectable. They've got 20 seconds to do so. There's a shot, and it's tipped wide of the Beaver goal. Isaac Graham for the Beavers on left wing. Graham, drop pass Huff. Owen Huff a shot, and that's blocked. Puck loose at the side of the net. Just a few seconds left, and that's going to do it, folks. Complete team effort by the Beaver Creek Battling Beavers as they take a 4-1 decision from the Gahanna Lincoln Lions this afternoon. And really a great team effort, great goaltending by Champagne and DeYoung both. The one goal was surrendered by DeYoung in this period. Winning goaltender is the starter, Ian Champagne. The loser for the Lincoln Lions was the starter, Matt Leesberg. What do we got? Shots on goal, Cherie. Final unofficial shots on goal.
32-21 Creek.
32-21 for Beaver Creek. The final shots on goal. Great individual effort by all the Beavers today. Great team effort, I should say. Recapping the goals, they did not announce goals and assists, so we don't have assists. Just what we think are the goals, and that's unofficial. Even our goal review is unofficial on a couple of those where there's traffic in front of the net, and we're not sure. We didn't see for sure who got tips on these shots. We'll have to go by who's ever leads the congratulatory line back to the bench. So they're lining up for pictures. Coach Gutterman and is that Chris out there? Yes. Lehman. So team photographer Chris Lehman is out along with Coach Gutterman. He's waving everybody in. He's saying, come on, you're not in the picture, girls. They're off to the side, and he's saying, we can't see you. So they're posing for pictures. So unofficial goals. First period, we had Joey Donahue from traffic right in front of the net. with a goal for the Big Rig. And after one period of play, it was 1-0 Beavers. In the second period, that's when the Beavers did their damage. Owen Huff, a power play goal. And then a shorthanded goal by Riley Hansen. That was the highlight of the game, as Hansen, with the Beavers down a man on a Lion power play, Hansen, the Cobra, tips the puck away at center ice, and with his fleet-footedness, nobody was going to catch him down the ice. He moved in all alone on goaltender Matt Leesberg and flipped one past him as he was all alone in the slot, and that made it 3-0. And then the A-Train, Alex Elsner, with a goal just a couple of minutes later in that second period, and after two, it was 4-0 for the Beavers. The lone goal in the third period scored by the Gahanna Lincoln Lions. It was unofficially, we had Sam Heckathorn on a power play. And so Sam Heckathorn put in the only goal of the game for the Lincoln Lions. So again, shots on goal unofficially for the game, favoring Beaver Creek 32-21. 3 stars for the game. Let's see. Let's pick a couple. The number 3 star of the game. Let's give it to. Let's give it to the goalkeeping tandem of Ian Champagne and Chad DeYoung. They all share the number 3 star of the game. The number 2 star of the game, let's give that to Riley Hansen. Riley with that highlight reel goal, the short-handed goal. And the number 1 star of the game, we're going to give it to the Big Rig. We'll give that to Joey Donahue. He got the first goal of the game. He also had a couple of assists, a couple of really great setups on the other goals by Huff and Elsner. So I believe unofficially 3 points on the game for Joey Donahue. So again, the 3 stars, the number 3 star, the goalkeeping tandem of Champagne and DeYoung. Number 2 star, Riley Hansen, the Cobra. And the number 1 star of the game, we'll give that to Diesel Donahue, the Big Rig, a goal. And I've got him for a couple of assists as well. So 3 points on the game. He had a hand in 3 out of the 4 Beaver Creek goals for this afternoon's game. What do we?
The camera's there. It's pointed at you, just so you
know. Hi, everybody. Hey, where's my director? Where's the director? Cherie, you're supposed to be the director. I'm sitting here. So hi, folks. I don't know. I've been talking to myself, talking to the paper down here. So Cherie, any more chats? Anything else anybody has else to say?
Great job by our goalies, by Jay Haney.
Okay, Jay Haney. That's right. The goalies did a great job today.
Hope Zarang, congratulations.
Hope Zarang says congrats. Great game, Creek.
And Chad Champagne says congratulations to the Creek players and thanks to the production crew. Y'all are the best.
Chad Champagne, thanks again. Appreciate it. From up in Alaska. What's the nickname of the state of Alaska? What's their nickname? The freezing cold state?
It would be, yes. The fishing capital of the world.
What is the nickname of the state of Alaska? Does Sir Lancelot know?
What's the nickname of...
What's Alaska's nickname? Like Ohio's the Buckeye State.
I thought it was the frontier state.
The frontier state? You know, I guessed that. That was my guess.
The last frontier.
Oh, the last frontier. Okay. So from the last frontier. Chad, nice. We appreciate you watching from the last frontier. And It's a great game. Hey, and gosh, it went by so fast. They didn't resurface the ice between periods, so it was like bam, 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 and it's over. So what do we got next, Cherie? Is it Saturday evening?
Saturday evening, the 4th,
At 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock against Mason.
Against the Mason Fighting Comets. So that's going to be Friday night at 10. Saturday night, you're right.
Yeah.
Saturday night, 10 o'clock. Nothing going on Friday night, right? Okay. So Saturday night, 10 o'clock Eastern time against those Mason Comets, and that'll be at our own neck of the woods, Kettering Ice Arena, and that's at 10 o'clock, so Eastern. And then Sunday, so full weekend of hockey. Saturday night, 10 o'clock Eastern against the Mason Comets, and then Sunday afternoon / evening at 5:45? 5:45 Eastern time, Sunday afternoon from one of our favorite places, Hobart Arena in Troy. Always enjoy going up there, and we will have that for you Sunday afternoon. So, speaking for production assistant in absentia, Eskimo Dixie, and for cameraman and engineer, I'm going to call him the engineer today. He helped get us on. Right? We'll call him the engineer, Sir Lancelot, and producer Cherie. This is Kent Jacobs again, reminding you the final score this afternoon: the Beaver Creek Beavers 4 and the Gahanna Lincoln Lions 1. Until Saturday night, good evening, everyone, from Nationwide Arena in Columbus.